Hello everyone, it is February 3rd. So found out some disappointing news yesterday. The state of Nebraska is trying to repeal sales tax in Nebraska. So they're trying to add 7% sales tax back on precious metals and then eliminate capital gains that we passed a couple years ago. So they're trying to put capital gains back on gold and silver and put sales tax back on gold and silver. So we need your help. Please and thank you. If everybody can go and leave a comment in the comment section on the public comments. The bill is LB 1244. So we will have a link to LB 1244. So you can, please and thank you, leave a comment. Comments go a long ways. If we can get hundreds of comments that can stop this in this traction. We had that in 2024. Overwhelming support that had a bill stopped, so it got no traction. Usually some of these bills only get 30 comments, so if we can get hundreds of comments, that would be amazing. If you can, please and thank you, put that they're opposed to this. If you're out of state, that'd be greatly appreciated. Don't even need to write anything. We just need to have comments. If we can get hundreds of comments, that makes a big deal. So we'll have everything in the comment section down below, and then we'll also have it in the description section for you to please and thank you leave a comment. The hearing is tomorrow. Wish we could get this message out earlier. This bill was actually created on the 21st, and when you initially kind of read this stuff, it's vague and there's 27 pages, but they're trying to outright add sales tax back on precious metals in Nebraska. So we got sales tax removed in 2014, and that allowed coin huskers to move from Iowa over to Nebraska. So just want to quickly give a little background here. So I actually started this business in Idaho because Nebraska, we had 7% sales tax, and that's what this would be 7% sales tax on precious metals. And then we were in Iowa for a couple years, and then Nebraska passed no sales tax in April of 2014. And we moved over in September of 2014, so pretty quickly after Nebraska passed no sales tax. So the reason why coin huskers is called coin huskers is basically mocking the senators and the legislation from Nebraska for having sales tax. And we kept advertising. I was blasting it on radio. All advertisements said coin huskers was the area's only place to buy tax-free gold and silver. Literally just blasted this message everywhere for years. Thankfully, we had some senators come to their senses, and governor at the time, the governor passed an executive order to remove sales tax in April 2014. So we had to fight this again in 2019. Actually went down to speak in person to testify against this in 2019, and then we had to fight this in 2024 as well. So that's the problem with term limits, is we have to constantly educate new people on real money. Just want to quickly read what I testified and wrote. Pretty much copy and paste this verbatim now. So unfortunately, this is becoming something that we're having to do far too often. Okay, so here's what I wrote. So hello again, Nebraska Senators. Welcome back to discussion that takes place every few years to educate you on real money. This is Dave Peter from Coin Huskers in Omaha, Nebraska, in opposition to this counterproductive bill. Taxing the exchange of Federal Reserve notes for monetary metals is a destructive policy for several reasons. States don't slap sales tax on the purchases of stocks, bonds, ETF, currencies, and other financial instruments. Gold and silver are money. Gold and silver are the only forms of money mentioned in Article 1, Section 10 of the Constitution. Taxing precious metals punishes savers and investors. Most who buy precious metals do so in small increments as a way of saving money. People who purchase precious metals in part to preserve their wealth against the theft of inflation. Inflation especially harms the poorest among us, including pensioners, senior citizens on fixed incomes, wage earners, and savers. Levying taxes on precious metals is illogical and inappropriate. We already have an unjust monetary system using debt as money. This is about as wise as using straw for homes. Saving and using gold and silver is people's lifeboats on a sinking ship of an unsustainable, debt-based monetary system that is 100% mathematically inevitable going to fail, just as every fiat paper currency and currency has done so. Which side of history do you want to be on? Real money advocates are fake money advocates. Furthermore, taxing precious metals actually reduces a state's revenue. A Michigan analysis revealed that the state tax revenue extracted was actually exceeded by revenue loss from conventions, businesses, and economic activity driven out of the state. And states with sales tax on precious metals are at a competitive disadvantage to neighboring states that have ended this practice, which every neighboring state to Nebraska has partially or fully removed sales tax on precious metals. Currently, 40 plus states have removed some or all taxes on precious metals of gold and silver. Of those remaining states that still apply this outdated tax model to purchase precious metals, 5 of them outright consider removing this legislation in 2023. Cornhusker's customers have never paid sales tax and never will pay sales tax. Cornhuskers has been in 3 states getting around the government's stupidity of charging sales tax: Idaho in 2011, Iowa in 2012 to 2014, and Nebraska 2014 to 2026. Nebraska again removed sales tax in April of 2014. If Nebraska removes the exemption of sales tax on precious metals, Cornhuskers will not be your milk cow. Cornhuskers will leave the state as we have done before. Please and thank you. Keep the battle for real money going with no sales tax on precious metals. If everyone can please and thank you, take a moment out of your day. If you can just leave a comment. If you can please and thank you, take a moment out of your day, leave a comment, put that you're opposed to this. We greatly appreciate it. If we can get hundreds of comments, that would go a long ways. The bill in 2024 got 0 traction because we had such overwhelming response. I just wish we could have got this video out sooner. That's the only things with these bills. They just give you such a short amount of time before they try and shove this down your throat. But hopefully we can stop this from getting any further traction. So greatly appreciate anybody that takes the time to watch us, and go real money.